The future is always uncertain. I know, but uncertainty can be stressful, especially when it comes to your investments. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what the next few years will look like. I'm not a fortune teller, only in my dreams. But I do want to share some fascinating insight that might help all those like me who don't know how to see into the future. Let's go back in time to December of 2019. We're hanging out, me and you, discussing what we think the future holds as 2019 comes to an end. Suddenly, I pull out a crystal ball. I am a fortune teller. My dream has come true. And I tell you the following will happen over the next 3 years. A global pandemic will hit. By the end of March 2020, the S&P 500 will drop nearly 20% in value. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will reach record highs and then crash. Inflation will spike to the highest levels you or I will have ever likely experienced. Russia will invade Ukraine, sparking a humanitarian crisis and geopolitical uncertainty, and the Utah Jazz will trade away their 2 All-Stars. Other than being skeptical and a little sad, what would you do with your investments upon hearing this information? What would you guess the stock market did over these 3 years? Despite it all, an annualized return of 10%. That's pretty good. Even if it was, let's say, 7% because you had some bonds or more conservative positions in your portfolio, that ain't bad. Now let's get practical. We can't time travel. I don't know what the next 3 years will look like, and I'm not certain what executive moves the Jazz organization are going to make. But I do think you can find some financial certainty right now about the next 3 years and beyond. Become certain about what you need and what you don't need. Become certain about the emergency savings you set aside each month. Become certain about the percentage of income you save each year to secure your financial future. You can even become certain about how you will respond to a financial crisis, whether big or small. And I'd like to hone in on this last one. The more I do what I do, the more I'm convinced a successful financial experience is determined much more by behavior, not intellect, and certainly not a predilection to try and predict the future. Intellect is of course involved in financial success, but finding certainty in an unknown future and controlling your behavior is key. Being certain could have led you to a 10% return the last 3 years, maintaining discipline through the ups and downs. Being uncertain might have seen you make some emotional decisions, causing you to miss the bad, yes, but also a lot of the good, the 10% a year good. Now, saying this is one thing, becoming certain is another. Changing your behavior is not a simple snap of the fingers. I'm patient and loving to my children every second of every day. It's not gonna happen. I don't even know if I'd want that to happen. Sometimes they deserve a little discipline, those kids. Here are 3 things that I think might be able to help your behavior, or at least put you on the pathway to help improving it. Have a financial plan. If you're working with me, you do, even if you don't know it. If you're not, you should. I'm a wonderful, fantastic person. Having a financial plan that is specific and comprehensive and visual will uncover certainties about your financial future. Check out my video on quarterly statements. It's all about behavior surrounding your investments in publicly traded stocks and bonds. It's time to shift your perspective and grow your disdain for those quarterly statements. Link in the description below. It's not long and it is life-changing. 3, try to figure out your monthly spending number. How much do you need each month to live your life, to support your family, to travel, to give, to have a buffer for emergencies, to do what you do and sleep peacefully at night? Your numbers will vary, no judgments. Just figure out what it is and make a goal in your investments to get there to support that kind of living, your kind of living. So how will this help behaviorally? Well, you tell me. When you have a clear game plan of what you need to do to reach your goal. When you know everything you earn and invest after achieving this goal is just gravy. When you don't need to take unnecessary risk to achieve higher returns to keep up with everyone else, because you know what you need. When you've come to know when enough is enough and you're content. How do you imagine you would respond to a stock market crash, economic recession, war, pandemic, or any other catastrophe that could happen in the future? If this was your mindset. The future will always be uncertain. Just remember, markets tend to reward those that have found some certainty in the chaos. And then stay cool. I should have said calm. I should have said stay calm. I'm out. Until next time.